my goodness, as we segue into his bout, this guy was fighting, I think the dude's name was Stephen Maxwell or Brian Maxwell. Brian Maxwell, Chad Johnson. I mean, look, I watched the whole thing. I watched this whole, like, highlight, which condensed the fight down. But I got to say, Chad Ochocinco, he's got a lot of the basics down. I mean, he had some good he had some good skill. He showed good skill. He showed good boxing skill. I mean, he looked like a boxer. I could buy it. Now, once he started getting tired, his punches started getting to a far and in between, and you know, he switched his stances a couple times. I'm not sure if he was aware of that, but he switched his stances a few times, and he kind of got, you know, kind of got a little bit out of his comfort with where he was swinging because he was positioned wrong. But I mean, look. He took a shot and he got knocked down and he popped right back up. I ain't got nothing but love for him in doing this because, you know, I have been hit to where it did stun me. I have taken a stun shot. That I have done. And the first thing that I said when I watched this cat before he got knocked down was, get your motherfucking hands up. What are you doing? Get your hands up. I mean, and if you're not going to have your hands all the way up, then you need to move that head. You need to move that head. You need to get that head movement going on. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just let a cat just take your dome off.
Said, no, that was nothing.
And he flexed on him right before it happened. Always. Always.
When your girl was watching, she'd be the star.
Yeah, he took a shot. He took a shot. Let's break it down.
When your girls watch.
That look like some Street Fighter shit.
Yeah.
Right there. See, you don't want to lean back when you swing. Like, he leaned back when he swung. Now he's got no balance. Look at his feet. Look at his feet. His feet are like, he's stacked right now. His feet are probably stacked right over the top of each other. He's leaning back. All it's going to take is a straight. A straight will knock him straight down. I mean, and then look. This cat is... God damn. Hey, he knows this too. He sees this. Look, this is not balanced. He is like at a 50-degree angle. Like, his whole body is angled backwards, and he's on his heels at this point because he's stacked up. Hands down. That hand should be up defending his face right there. His hand should be right here protecting his face. And then instead of raising his hands like he's supposed to, he actually reaches out to try and like create distance with a push. But that's too late. I mean, like I said, man, I actually thought Ochocinco looked good. I thought he looked good. I know that. I mean, he got caught. And that shit, you know, when you're in close fighting is not for big guys with long arms, fighting in close. It's tricky. It's tricky. You have to be like fully like aware of protecting yourself, because every swing that you take as a big dude with long arms inside, you really open up. You open up to take those swings. And I mean, you try to keep the swings tight to your body so that, you know, you're not reaching all wide and exposing your ribs and your face. But, you know, you don't want to get to leaning on it. And he got caught leaning there and got hit. I was boxing, you know, me and this cat, we sparred all the time. We sparred, like, me and him were like, that was our thing. We sparred together because there were two other boxers, but they were lighter. You know, they were still tall guys, but they were a lot lighter. So we would only spar, like, we would only do drills with them. Sometimes when we spar, we'd only spar like one round with them and then spar like against each other. One time, and this wasn't one of those days, but you know, those all these guys, were all there that day. And me and the main guy that I spar with, we were sparring, and these spars with, you know, as with most things that are dealing with competitors, the spar is only really a sparring match for like the first round and a half, maybe even just the first round, because the first person who gets in a stiff punch is going to be retaliated against with the stiff punch. And then from there, it turns into an actual fight. So, you know, there would be times when our coach, Lincoln Bugs was his name. Link would be like, all right now, y'all chill out now. It's still sparring now. It's still sparring now. That's like every 3 rounds, because cats start just amping up and it gets closer and closer to fighting. I always felt like I could dominate these cats because from a mental standpoint, I'm like more in an attack mode. But also, you know, you have to have respect for the fact that all it takes is one well-placed punch to put you on your ass. So you got to watch out. Me and this cat, we're sparring and we're like in round 4, and man, whoo, I got this motherfucker in the corner and I hit him with a shotgun jab right down the middle of his guard. Just hit him right in his shit. I felt my glove just smash his nose, and you know, a bunch of spit come out of his mouth. Fucking his nose start bleeding a little bit, and I had him in the corner for like 15 seconds, just jab, jab, boom, jab, jab, boom, working his upper body, lower body. I cut off the corner of the ring, like, so he couldn't really get out, because I'm a big dude. So I got a little excited, and I'm just and I mean, these things are coming in like rockets. Boom, boom. Next thing I fucking know, he got me in the corner on the opposite side of the ring, because I kind of trailed back so I could get my wind back. He traps me in the opposite corner. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm moving to my right because I'm left-handed. I'm moving to my right. I'm gonna try and, you know, get out of this corner. I'm gonna jab out of this corner, and I jab, and right as I try to like pivot step out, I did kind of what Ochocinco did, and my left leg went behind my right leg. So instead of pivoting out, I pivoted, and then I kind of took a balance step behind myself, and this cat caught me right behind the ear with a hook. And I'm telling you, when he caught me behind the ear with that hook, my vision went blurry immediately. I saw like 2 of him kind of overlapping each other, and my legs felt like fucking mush. And I was like, damn, where's the ground? And I'm like stomping on the ground, like, where the fuck is the ground? And I'm like, now I'm falling all up on the ropes, and he's swinging away. He sees me, and he's starting to rush in, swinging to my ribs, swinging to my face. And so, you know, I went back to my corner, he went to his, and I'm literally like, my knees are shaking. Next round starts. Dude's coming out at me. He is coming. He knows I ain't recovered. So he just starts coming. Swinging. I'm like dodging, stumbling. And I'm like, no, stop. We are fucking done. And I walk my ass right out the ring. So I know what it's like to be stunned, and it's a scary thing. And I was not about to be knocked out that day.